After a year of so much darkness, so much despair, and a great deal of uncertainty, now is the time to make space for hope, for direction, and for purpose. MASI, or the Morgan Advanced Studies Institute, was launched in February 2021 by the First Minister of Wales. We're a purposeful, driven community, a community of researchers, inquirers, who work across disciplines to tackle some of the most important challenges of our time. And of course, what a time to begin our journey. As we emerge from the pandemic, there are so many questions that are being asked and so many opportunities that need to be addressed. And we launched with a theme which was very much focused on the future and on hope. We're going to be tackling over the coming year the preciousness of life. We're going to be thinking about how together we can build renewal, we can build refreshment, and we can build transformation. We're a community of researchers and inquirers drawn from across all disciplines here at Swansea University, and indeed beyond Swansea University, across Wales and indeed the world. And we'll be focusing on some of the biggest challenges and opportunities that we'll all be facing as we emerge from this pandemic time together. All of us have been through an experience which is quite unique. Unique for the world, and of course individually unique to each of us. So for example, many of us have spent the last year or more living our lives out in the digital realm, confined to boxes on Zoom or Teams, not just for work, but for our social lives and for our faith lives. But now, as we slowly emerge into this natural, physical world with all its glories, what can we learn from that time of digital confinement? And how can we understand our physical, natural world better? And how can we make both experiences even more exciting and immersive? And of course, the climate crisis hasn't gone away just because of the pandemic. There are critical questions there to be addressed, and MASI will be working and focusing on those too. The pandemic has highlighted, obviously, health and well-being and social care questions. You know, in our first year, as we focus on the preciousness of life, we need to ask the question, what is important in life? How can we make people's lives, wherever they are, whatever their backgrounds, whatever their resources, lives which are more healthy, more connected, more sustainable, and indeed more joyful? Our Advanced Studies Institute is the first in Wales, and we're honoured to have Rhodri Morgan's name associated with it. Rhodri Morgan was the first Minister of Wales, a person who was passionate about the deep culture, the deep heritage, language and values of this nation. MASI will be honouring those values. It'll be building on that heritage. You know, Wales is an ancient place, it's an old place, and we're very proud of that. But MASI will play its part working to create a thoroughly modern Wales. A Wales that will be a beacon of hope, a beacon for new directions, transforming the society and economy. Not just for Wales, but indeed for the world. Rhodri Morgan wasn't simply passionate about Wales. He was concerned about Wales's place in the world and how Wales could work with partners wherever they were to make life better for all. And one of the great things that Rhodri did was to launch the Wales for Africa programme. We at MASI will be reaching out to colleagues and other institutes in sub-Saharan Africa and in the global south generally. We'll be doing that because by doing that, we will be challenged and enriched by the very different experiences and perspectives those places bring. This last year has shown us, hasn't it, that We can share something. We've shared something which has been quite desperate, but we also share something which is really glorious, and that's our humanity. There are lots of ways that you can get involved and be a part of our community. And remember, that's what we are. You know, Advanced Studies Institute sounds like a building, sounds very kind of remote, but we're not. What we are is a community of people who are passionate and have a purpose to really make a difference in the world. So please get in touch with us if that's your heart as well. You might be wondering, is this institute for me? Or you might even think, well, that's not really my mindset. You're exactly the kind of people we need. We need your challenge, we need your provocation, and we need your passion and your focuses as well. So you might be a student here in Swansea or somewhere else in the world. You might be an established researcher who's had many years of working on these sort of challenges and opportunities. You might be in government, you might be in a company. We need your help, we need your voice to do our work effectively. For us to succeed this year, and indeed in all the years ahead of the Institute, we need as diverse and as wide a range of involvement. We need everyone's hands and hearts and voices to be connected to our endeavour. If you go to our website, you'll see how you can get involved. There are opportunities to propose challenging new agendas, to do sprint projects, to get things done. We're a movement of doing, not simply of thinking and writing. Of course, we'll generate outputs that will be read and be used around the world, but we're focused on actually making a difference too. So take a look at the website. Please get in touch. We're here to encourage you and support you.